Quickly.
Hi. So this is.
I just had a lot of helium. Okay, guys.
Right. So. Okay, sorry, balloon. There's. Okay, so this is video number 9. We're gonna tell you a little bit about how the Rose exhibition is going.
Really good.
It's going very well. We have 3 student artists right now who are participating and putting their work up. And that's on my end. And I've seen one of the works already, and it's very good. I'm really excited aesthetically. I think it'll look great with the history and with the Dow Jones thing going like that. What about you?
So I've been spending some time in the archives with Emily, and she and I have been unearthing some really interesting things. The most interesting part, without giving too much away, is we found an article from the Justice in the 1960s talking about how students were protesting the building of the Rose because they said that how can you be spending on our money on something that isn't purely academic? So
Interesting.
right?
Huh, that is so cool.
So I stand by this belief that Brandeis students will fight for anything as long as it's a cause.
So true.
We're finding a lot of really interesting things besides that. The Rose also used to have a really serious collection of Tibetan art. I really want to know what happened to that.
You might know that, Mark, since it probably had something to do with the anthropology department.
Do you know where all that Tibetan art went? I was really into Tibetan Buddhism when I was little. I really wanted to be a Buddhist.
Oh, interesting. I could see that.
Yeah. I still kind of do, because you can be a Buddhist and a Jew.
Can you?
Buju.
Buju?
There's a book called The Jew and the Lotus. It's really interesting. I saw the guy speak. He autographed a book for me.
A Jewist?
He's a rabbi, I think.
Interesting. Okay. So anyways, things are going really, really well. Brian is heading the video thing, and Penny is handling the alumni, and we have to talk with her and see what's going on with that. And overall, we're really excited.
Yeah, it should be great.
And I think it'd be really cool to use that article kind of as like the beginning point.
All of their articles are archived online, so I'm going to try to find the actual article. It was just quoted in something that was written by Carl Seitz, I believe, was the name of the curator. In the 1980s, he did like a mini study. The problem that we've been finding, and I found anyway, and I know that Emily's been back to the archives way more than I have, is that most of this information, it starts in like mid-1950s, and then it stops in 1984. And there just is not a whole lot of anything interesting.
Which, to be honest, is an interesting point. I mean, the lack of information could be something we could work with.
Yeah. I mean, I think that it's not necessarily a problem. It's just something interesting to note. Though my mother says it's never actually interesting to note, that I should never use that phrase.
I use that a lot in my thesis. Yeah, oh well. All right, we will be back.